Hi, fifth graders. Today's topics, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of decimals and money. So we're gonna start off with the first worksheet. So for this one, it gives you the little grids again. So each box, each of these grids should be 100 boxes, and when it asks you what the percentage of the shape is, what percentage of the shape is like a specific color, what you're gonna do is find the decimal first, and then you're gonna multiply by 100. So for this case, it's 1 over 100 total boxes, right? There's one pink box in a total of 100 empty boxes, or boxes in total. So it's gonna be 1 over 100. And then it's asking you for the percentage, so we're gonna multiply by 100. So that's basically just 0.001, and then we're going to multiply by 100, so we're going to move it to the right twice. So it's 1, 2, so the decimal goes there. So it's going to be 1%. So you don't have to put the 1.00, you could just put, 1%. And let's just put that where the box is. And then when it asks you to find what number decimal is illustrated, once again, each grid is 100 boxes total, right? And then for this one, let's count how many are shaded blue. So each row and each column has 10 boxes. So in this case, since the rows are not fully filled, we're gonna go with columns. So let's count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 total columns that are fully colored in, and each column has 10 boxes, right? So it's 10 times 6. That gives us 60. And then let's just count for this one. We have 2, 4, 6, 7. So 67 in total. So we have 67 over 100. And then when you turn it into a decimal, it's just going to be 0.67 because it's over 100, right? And 7 is in the 100th place. So your decimal would be 0.67. So the only difference between the decimal and the percent is that for the percent you multiply by 100, while for the decimal you just leave it after you finish counting. Now it says adding money amounts. There's nothing different about adding money and adding decimals because it's the same thing. You just put like a dollar sign after. So let's just do number 4. Number 4 gives us 52.48 plus 6.56. So let's make the decimal points a little bit bigger. And then this time we're going to bring the decimal points down right here. So behind the decimal point should be 2 decimal places. So 8 plus 6 is 14. So we're going to put 4 here, bring up the 1. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Bring down to 0, bring up the 1. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. And then 5 plus 0 is just 5. So you would think that our answer is 59.04, but we're dealing with money, so let's add in back our dollar signs. And this makes our answer $59.04. So for this one, basically, you just need to pay attention to the decimal place and to the dollar sign. Let's do subtracting now. So let's number 8. Number 8 gives us 3 terms, but it's fairly easy. So let's do it one by one. So it's gonna be, let's do 10.43. So $10.43 minus $3.61. So 3 minus 1 is 2. And then oh yeah, I forgot. You gotta bring your decimal point down, right? Your decimal point always stays in the same place. So the 0 turns into a 9 because we're borrowing from this 0, right? But if we're going to borrow from the 0, it doesn't have anything, right? So we need to borrow from this 1, and this 1 becomes a 0, while this 4 becomes a 14. So the 14 gets a 10, the 0 gets a 10, but the 1 becomes a 0 because we're borrowing from it. So 14 minus 6 is 8. 9 minus 3 is 6. Oops. And then 0 minus 0 is just 0. So our answer for the first part will be $6.82. But we still have to subtract by $3.25. So let's do that. So 3 minus 25. Make sure all your numbers are lined up. And then I'm going to bring down my decimal point right here. And then I'm going to subtract 2 minus 5. That's not possible. So we're going to borrow from the 8. The 8 goes 1 down. So it becomes 7, while the 2 becomes a 12, right? So 12 minus 5 is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. And then I have my decimal point. And then 6 minus 3 is just 3. And then I bring down my dollar sign. So our final answer will be $3.57. So for here, once again, make sure to pay attention to your dollar sign and your decimal places. Now we're going to be dealing with some word problems revolving money. So number 1 says, Mr. Stonewall has a coupon for $1.50 off for his next grocery purchase. He goes to the grocery store and buys a carton of milk for $3.27 and some chocolate chip cookies for $4.29. If he uses his coupon, how much does Mr. Stonewall spend? So we should, before we know how much Mr. Stonewall pays after he uses his coupon, let's add up all his total prices. So we know that he bought a carton of milk for $3.27 and then chocolate chip cookies for $4.29. So to get our total, let's add them together. So $3.27, so $3.27, plus $4.29. So 7 plus 9 is 16, bring down to 6, bring up to 1. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. And then my decimal point, of course. And then 3 plus 4 is 7. And then I bring down my dollar signs. So he spent a total of $7.56. But we're trying to find out how much Mr. Stonewall paid after he used his coupon. And his coupon is for $1.50 off his next grocery purchase. So his total grocery purchase, which in this case is $7.56. So we're just going to subtract the $1.50 from the total. So 6 minus 0 is 6. 5 minus 5 is 0. Bring down my decimal point, of course. 7 minus 1 is 6. And then I bring down my money sign, my dollar sign. So how much did Mr. Stonewall spend in total? He spent a total of, bring my dollar sign, $6.06. When he used the coupon, of course. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this video helped you guys a bit.